Let's jump right into it. And the staple of Shaka Smart's program, no matter where he coaches, if it's VCU or now Texas, is defense. Tim, what impresses you about this defensive group that Shaka Smart has?
Yeah, I mean, his defense has its own name, and it's been known as Havoc. Now, he's had a difficult time, let's call it like it is, kind of putting in his style down in Texas because, I mean, at VCU, it was a machine. He went to a Final Four, and that was expected to kind of just happen. Now, year 6 at Texas, he has finally found the right players that fit his style because you just recruit different types of players at Texas, right? Like at VCU, he wanted guys that were physical, rugged, maybe got overlooked by ACC or Big East schools. But when you're at a big boy school like Texas, like you start getting some studs, and now you got to get them all to buy in. This year, Cam, they're buying in.
Yeah, no doubt at all. And those turnovers leading to points there. And that's the lovely thing about Andrew Jones and what he's doing as a leader for this group is being able to score the basketball, but it always starts on the defensive end. So I need the emergency lights emoji right now because that's a siren going off saying, hey, we got one, we got a steal. It's time to break out and let's get some buckets. So, Tim, this group of Matt Coleman, Andrew Jones, Courtney Ramey, again, similar to Baylor, where they're able to pressure guards on the perimeter and play over a little bit because they know they have the big Jericho Sims on the backside of that defense that can erase shots.
Yeah, a guy like Sims is an absolute wonder to have when you're able to guard on the perimeter. It gives you that ability, it gives you that confidence to be like, I can really get into my, offensive player knowing that I have that protection in the background. But this is a team that's kind of playing with that edge. I think other teams may have been more talented that Shaka's had. He might have had some more individual talent. But now it seems that these guys have all bought in. And that's the biggest thing in year 6 for Shaka Smart is he's got a team that kind of mimics his style of guys that he kind of wants. And that's a hard thing as a coach. Like, you're supposed to get top-tier recruits, and making that adjustment, it didn't happen overnight. But now, 6 years in, this is his best squad.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And you said that they are a Final Four team. I'm going to agree with you on that. I'm going to agree with you because they make plays like that in Courtney Ramey finishing on the other side of the rim. But with college basketball, very different from the NBA because if you have scores in the NBA, then you can find yourself playing for a long time, especially in the playoffs and getting to the finals. But for college basketball, you're going to need teams that can lock down their opponents, and Shaka has that with this group.
He's got guys that have been around the block, and we've seen that experience. Look at all the top teams in college basketball this year. The one-and-done type teams, the Kentuckys, the Dukes of the world, they're struggling. It's the guys that have been around the block that know that they have to compete on both ends of the floor. Those are the teams that are striving this year in college hoops.